The Phoenix Suns started in very last place when the bubble began, but after winning their first 5 games without losing a single game so far, they could legitimately make the playoffs for the first time since 2010, back when they had Steve Nash.
Hood on my back was busting 2 folds like Kobe Bryant. Sometimes I think like, what's the likelihood of Kobe dying?
Now I don't see no one. Jackson, Franklin, and Benjamin, only ones I wanna kick it with. My head is skinny, bitch, just on some different shit.
The Suns played their first game of the bubble against Washington, and in the 13-point win, the duo of Deandre, Ayton, and Devin Booker combined for 51 points. The next game, they played the Dallas Mavericks, who've already secured their playoff spot, and the Suns pulled out a 2-point win after being down by as much as 15 points in that game. Cam Johnson and Ricky Rubio played great, but it was Devin Booker who dropped 30 points in that game. He did foul out in the final minutes, but his team pulled through. And last week, the Suns would play in their toughest game that is on their entire schedule for their 8 seeding games, and that is the LA Clippers. And they kept it close for nearly the entire game too. The Clippers' largest lead in that game was 5, and the Suns' largest lead was 11. But it was again Devin Booker who went crazy in that game, and that's what I want to focus on right here. Early on in the game, Rubio spots Booker cutting and gets him the ball. He goes up drawing Zubas on him, and he hits Ayton with this nice pass for an easy dunk. Off this Kawhi miss, Booker gets the rebound and heads up the floor. Then he pulls up this deep 3 in transition over Kawhi, and he knocks that thing down. The next possession, Booker gets a screen from Kaminsky. Morris wants to switch it, but Green doesn't step up in time, and that's a 3 for D-Book. Here in the second, Booker gets an on-ball screen from Ayton. He goes left and then back right for a shot. He gives a fake, and as Kawhi stays on Ayton running to the paint, it leaves him with a clean shot. Here with the shot clock going down, he isos George and heads straight to the rim off this crossover. Green commits to stop the drive while Ayton makes a really smart move to screen Lou Will, whose assignment is Bridges in the corner, and Booker makes the pass to the wide open Bridges, who hits the 3. Now in the third, D-Book's got the ball with Kawhi forcing him baseline. D-Book sidesteps to create some space and pulls up the 3 over Kawhi. Here the defense focuses on Booker after he drove hard. Lou Will is a late recovering to get on Cameron Payne, who takes advantage and drives in off the jab step. Green steps up and Shaman forgets about D-Book behind him. Smart cut and nice pass by Cam. But now we enter the fourth quarter, and here's D-Book with another on-ball screen by Ayton. It doesn't free him up much, but Book gets to a spot, hits the shot over Shaman. Here's D-Book again working on Shaman. He starts backing him down and hits him with a fake. Then he takes this contested fadeaway shot and he knocks it down. Here in the tie game with less than a minute left, he crosses over on Reggie Jackson and pulls up the contested mid-range and hits it. He is coming in clutch, but that would not be the last time. Next possession, it's a tie game again. Booker drives hard on PG while both Kawhi and Reggie Jackson step up. Booker pump fakes, getting Kawhi in the air, turns around and fades away with Paul George smothering him, and he hits the game winner at the buzzer. He just gave Paul George flashbacks to Dame hitting that shot on his ass last year. And on this replay, look how close PG was to blocking it. But D-Book still hit it between his fucking eyes. And I can't help but think about Kobe after seeing this shot, because that is a Kobe type shot right here. A day after this game, they took down the Indiana Pacers as they shut down the red hot TJ Warren, who I'm calling MJ Warren from now on because this motherfucker in the bubble is different. And yesterday, they took down the Heat from another great game by Devin Booker. He put up 35 points in the 7-point win. I do feel like a lot of people have forgotten how good Phoenix was at the start of the season, and Deandre Ayton of course got busted for taking a ton of PEDs after the first game, so they missed him for like 25 games I think it was. They're definitely better than their record. But even without Oubre playing right now for Phoenix, they are still 5-0 in seeding games with 2 wins over Western Conference playoff teams and 2 wins over Eastern Conference playoff teams. The only teams above Phoenix right now that haven't clinched the playoffs is Memphis, who've lost Jaren Jackson with the meniscus injury, and the Blazers. Memphis has got 3 games left with no Jaren Jackson, all against legit playoff teams, and the Raptors, who they are playing as I'm recording this video, the Celtics, and the Bucks, the 3 best teams in the East. I doubt Giannis will play in the last seeding game for Milwaukee because what's the fucking point? But still, Memphis has a tough schedule remaining. Portland has a tough game coming up against the Mavs, and they also have the 76ers without Ben Simmons and the Nets. I think Portland ends up taking the 9th seed or even the 8th seed for the play-in tournament. We can't forget about the Spurs. They've got some tough opponents coming up, but they are right behind Phoenix. But right now, the best thing for Phoenix is to hope Memphis loses out, which is likely, and for them to completely win out. If that happens, the Suns pass Memphis and they get either the 8th or the 9th seed depending on how Portland finishes, and they will face them in a play-in tournament to get to the playoffs. If D-Book and the Suns continue the crazy heroics that they have put on display since the seeding games have started, I could see them potentially getting into the playoffs as that 8th seed.
Booker, this is for the win. Got it! Wow!
What a shot.
But that's gonna wrap up today's video. Comment your thoughts about everything down below in the comment section and let's start a discussion. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop this bitch a like and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. My previous 2 videos will pop up on the screen right about now, but that's gonna do it for this video. I'm out of here.